Did you know that one of the most powerful acts of resistance during the transatlantic slave trade actually happened here in the United States? Yep. Welcome to Our Roots Retold, the space where we get to share stories that connect our past to our present and shape the way that we view the world today. I'm Chisum, and today we're going to be talking about a story that is a big part of our African heritage in the diaspora. It is both powerful and haunting. We're going to be talking about the Igbo landing. Let's talk about it. The story of the Igbo landing starts early 1800s when the transatlantic slave trade was still in full force. Africans were taken from their homes, captured, stolen, taken to the Americas to work in plantations against their will. Among them were 75 Igbo people that were taken from their home in West Africa, where is now known to be southeastern Nigeria. They were taken to be sold as slaves in Savannah, Georgia. What needs to be noted is that the Igbos at the time were known to be a group of people that were resistant to enslavement and fiercely independent. But this did not stop the two plantation owners that owned land in the islands along the coast of Georgia from buying them. In 1803, John Cooper and Thomas Spalding moved the group from the massive slave ship they came in to a smaller vessel. The plan was to take them to their final destinations of St. Simons Island and Sapelo Island, where they were going to be subjected to forced labor on plantations. However, the journey did not go as planned. During the journey, the Igbo people rose to rebellion, took control of the ship, threw aboard 3 of their captors, and started to steer the ship towards the Danbar Creek, which is a small creek just 4 or 3 miles away from Fort Frederica. They took control of their fate, if only for a little while, and they were faced with 2 options. Do they try to use this small boat to go back home? But how? How do they do that? Or do they take the risk of getting off this boat and walking into St. Simons, knowing that their fate is sealed and they would become slaves, the very thing that they were against and trying to run away from? Both of these options were unacceptable. Instead of considering any of those options, they decided to do something that would cement their place in history forever. They decided to walk into the Danbar Creek's waters, chanting in the Igbo language, "The water spirit brought us here, and the water spirit is going to take us home." They chose the protection of Chukwu, their god, and death over slavery. And that was their final declaration of resistance against slavery. The story of the Igbo landing is one that has been told orally and passed down from generation to generation. And what this also means is that this story has been told as a myth. Some African diasporic communities tell the story that when the Africans, or the Igbos rather, walked into the water, some of them grew wings and flew back to Africa. And so while there's very little evidence to prove that, and there is a blurred line between what is truth and what is, not true, there is historical records that prove that this did happen. According to Fort Frederica, where this actually occurred, there's letters between plant owners and their workers that record this event. And so just the fact that it actually did happen makes the story even more empowering. Today, the story continues to unite and inspire people. Actually, in 2022, there was a historical marker that was placed very close to the original site. The original site is still privately owned, but there's still a lot of, efforts to continue to celebrate this. The Igbo Landing Foundation actually hosts every May this weekend-long commemoration event, and they basically celebrate this historical piece by inviting scholars, storytellers, and members of the community that are interested in learning more. And so there's ongoing efforts, and that's just exciting to know. The story of the Igbo landing is more than just a tale of tragedy. It is a testament to the strength and resilience of our ancestors. It reminds us that even in the face of unimaginable oppression, the human spirit can still rise above. As we reflect on this history today, let's remember that the echoes of the past will help us write better stories for today and tomorrow. So Thank you so much for joining us here at our Roots Retold. If you like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. But until next time, stay connected to your roots. Bye.